Hey YouTube. Unfortunately, we are in a tough week. We have Great League Remix, which isn't bad in itself, but it is the second week that this is on, and an Open Master League. So I expect a lot of people will play Great League Remix. For those of you who looked at the rankings last week, I was going to look at the rankings again. It's the same, right? So there's a lot of stuff in this meta that is still strong in the Open League, right? As you can see on the screen, Gudra, there's Gligar, there's Quagsire. So there's a lot of Pokemon that you would otherwise just use in Open that are still available now. So it's a lot of similar-ish teams that you'll see in Open, but with some different ones. So what I was going to do is go over some top teams that people used this past week. So I've got a bunch that I showcased, and then I pulled from 3 content creators, Rise, Home Slice, and Yonkis, because it was basically 2,900 for Home Slice, sorry, 2,900 for Rise, Legend for Home Slice, and like 2,900 for Yonkis. So I'm like, okay, 3 expert legend ranked teams. I think it'll probably be good for that. And then some teams that I showcased, which had a mix of like different ranges of rankings. So this is Rise's Gudra, Empoleon, Shadow Steelix. So Gudra is a very, very, very tanky dragon. You are weak to Ice and Fairy. And so Ice and Fairy easily handled by Empoleon, and to a certain extent Shadow Steelix. Its Ice is neutral, but Fairy is resisted. So I think Shadow Steelix, I think you can use either as a safe swap, Empoleon or Shadow Steelix. I think Shadow Steelix is quite good. It is a double dragon team, which the main Fairy, a lot of the open teams have Wigglytuff as the main Fairy because it's a very hard charm user. I've seen some A9 Tails as replacements, but even A9 Tails, if it's a Charmer, is also going to have trouble with Steelix to a certain extent because it's half steel, right? So you can kind of get away with the double dragon fast move team here. And then, yeah, Thunder Punch, Aqua Tail, Gudra, you can either chip and then bail. You can bail right away. Just depends how you want to play it out. This was Home Slice's legend team. So Poliwrath with Dynamic Punch, Gligar, and Ferrothorn. So not surprising that the Gligar Poliwrath combo is fairly common. It's fairly common in Open, and it's even more dominant in Great League Remix. I've seen it a few times already. Again, right, you have your Flyer, which will cover your fighters. You have Dig for the steals too, but as a counter user, you'll deal better with that. And then Ferrothorn's sort of the odd man out here. Not odd man out, but is one that isn't as used in Open, but generally pretty strong, right? Because your main fighters in Annihilate and Medi are banned in this remix. And a couple of the Pokemon that cause you problems, like Skeledirge and to a certain extent Chargebug, are also banned in this remix. So Ferrothorn definitely has a lot more play. And what is good about this team is it's generally safe, right? Poliwrath and Gligar are both pretty strong safe Pokemon. This is one that... did I go in the wrong order here? No, I think this is... No, this is the one that Yonkis showcased. I don't know if it's his or if it's Paula's. Anyways, there is, because I saw the Magnezone, I'm like, okay, who's this? Anyways, Gyarados, Magnezone, and Diggersby. So double weak to fighting in the back. I'm assuming you are safe swapping Diggersby. Although if you're safe swapping Diggersby, going with Dig and Fire Punch is interesting. I'm not sold on this moveset for a couple of reasons. One, I think you would probably just go Scorching Sands over Dig anyways, because it's a better move. And then Fire Punch was fine as like a bait move before. A lot of people are running Hyper Beam. I do notice that the fast move is also Quick Attack and not Mud Shot. So I think you're trying to like draw out a certain type of Pokemon like water or something, and then go at it with there, and then Gyarados will punish, and then Magnezone won't spray in the back. But he said cut to 2,900, so there's that. This team's coming tomorrow. This is my team. This is my first attempt at a Great League Remix team. I called it the Replacements, and I'm going to make a very jokey, funny, and it's the replacements. Dugong's banned, go with Walrein. Lickitung's banned, go with Oink. Gligar is not banned, so go with Gligar because for some reason Gligar is not banned in this meta. So double weak to fighting, Gligar lead. Both can act as safe swaps. I use the pig as the safe swap there. Draw out a fighter, Gligar beats it, and then your Walrein will sweep in the back. Showcase here, double weak to, and I'm highlighting this. This team doesn't have problems because it's double weak to fire. Because I actually just ran. Oh, interesting. I didn't even logically think about this. That's so funny. I don't know if I did this subconsciously. I just ran a Frostlass Gligar. No, I did not. I ran a different, but Togedemaru instead of Registeel. So I did the same thing, and I started 5-0 with it, and then I ran into a couple fires and a couple problems in the back, so I lost I lost a lot on the second set. But same sort of concept, right? Frostlass, very strong in any limited meta. Gligar, okay, how Gligar is not banned, I do not know. And then Registeel, some of your other main steals like Bastiodon are banned, so it is back on the menu here. Double water and a fairy. Again, I think this team is too weak. I showcased this team, and I think even when I showcased it, I said this team is very, very weak to grass, especially if you get like a Shadow Vic or something, your charm is resisted. So if I was just to run this team, I'd maybe replace Ninetales with a Powder Snow Ninetales just to make this team better. Otherwise, you know, Whiscash is banned, so you can go Quagsire or you can go Swampert. Swampert was the OG Mudboy before all these other Mudboys came in. And then again, Poliwrath is going to be in a lot of places, and I think it's on one of my teams coming up too because Annihilape and Medi are banned, and Poliwrath is the best fighter realistically left in this meta. Dragonite Double Steel. So sort of same concept as the Double Steel team, almost identical. Not identical, but like you got the Dragon lead. You got Empoleon as one of your back steals, and then this one uses Ferrothorn. As I kind of mentioned, Ferrothorn is a very, very... So what did they use in the other team? Steelix. This used Ferrothorn. Again, Ferrothorn has a lot of play in this meta, and I've kind of already gone over why it does. This was Team Bulk, and again, this is 2 of the 3 that Rise used on his team. So you got the Goodra, you got the Steelix, and then they replaced the third with Carbink. Carbink is obviously very, very, very tanky. This is why it says Team Bulk, and Bulk always is better in my opinion. Bulk just provides you the flexibility of like being able to figure out when you want to shield, and like it gives you the extra time to think about your win condition as opposed to like if you've all got Glassy team, you just got to start shielding all over the place, and that leaves people leaves you in sometimes vulnerable situations. But with an all Bulk team, you can like, oh, I can easily take this move. Should I save shields for other Pokemon, sort of thing. That's how it works. Again, I think when I showcased this team, the problem I outlined was steals, because Dragon Breath, Dragon Tail, and Rock Throw are all resisted by steals. So I 100% remember calling out the steal issue. And then, of course, this is so frustrating. Okay, this is a very, very strong team and the most meta thing in the world. Quagsire, Gligar, Mantine. Double flyer strategy. 3 of the top like 10 Pokemon in the Great League even open, but they're remix as well. Double flyer strategy works extremely well in this meta, and then Quagsire, Gligar, Mantine are all like 3 of the best Pokemon for just how fast they spam and how decent kind of bulk they like Gligar and Mantine have and stuff like that. So it's a very strong team if you're just looking for meta, easy, simple, that you can get wins. So that is it. I'm not doing Master League's team this afternoon because I don't play Master League, and let's be honest, I don't want to not many of you do either. But hello, Global Go Fest tomorrow. So this afternoon, stay tuned for a video going over which Pokemon you need to focus on catching if you want to build your GBL roster. So I go over each habitat and raids, which Pokemon you need to focus on if you want to get some new PvP mons. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. So hit the subscribe button if you're new. That'll make it easier for it to pop up. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.